Okay, YouTube. So today I'm going to do what to expect for the month ahead, as in the month of August, because today's the 29th of July. Friday will be the 1st of August. So I want to tap in to see what you can expect for the month of August. I've already done this reading on TikTok. So if the YouTube collective doesn't resonate, you can check out my TikTok channel to see if that one resonates. But this is for the YouTube collective's month of August, what you can expect. So let's jump right into it, shall we? For some reason, I'm getting called to do this deck first. Normally I use that as advice towards the end, but for some reason I'm feeling like pulling it straight away. So what is the month of August? What can be expected for the month of August for this collective, please? You could be selling a car right now. That just came into my mind. You might be selling your car. Communication, okay, so maybe you've got communication coming in the month of August. I care about you even when I don't act like it. I'm hiding my true feelings because I feel vulnerable, number 3. So if this is your collective, a person will have come to mind straight away, someone that you're in separation from. So August, because August was on TikTok was a love reading too, so maybe love is heavily in the air for the month of August. Number 1, karmic ties, and I always see this card as family interference because that's like a picture of a family. So I always see this card as the karmic ties are the family interference, whether it's your family or the person on your mind's family. I'm not happy. Karma, behaviors, people and or situations is playing a role in what's happening with me, and it's hard for me to see a way out. But number 10, union. 10 came out a lot in the TikTok reading too. A lot about endings, bringing new beginnings. We must remember that we are gods and goddesses and work to embody that energy, but that's also a union card. So 310 could be important as well. No, sorry, 3110. I don't know why I'm seeing a house number. 3110. Or you might be unit 31, street number 10. I don't know why I'm seeing 31/10. So it's like your unit 31 and the street number is 10. Or unit 3, 110. That's the first time that's happened to me. That's weird. Okay, so the 3rd of April or the 4th of March are significant, but all about growth. I've hurt you and I'm sorry. I hope you can forgive me someday and understand I was reacting in fear. I'm actually wondering even if this kind of reminds me of the collective I did the other day, where a lot of the TikTok reading was kind of coming out similarly to the YouTube reading. And I felt in that reading too that it was like TikTok was one collective and then YouTube was the other collective, as in, so say twin flames, it's like the masculine was YouTube and the feminine was TikTok. Like I'm getting the feeling that this is going to be something similar. So there might be crossovers between the two readings. Wow, that was cool. 2 flipped over, but flipped back over again. Let me get them. Okay, so this karmic ties to family is linked to, if this is you, you're not happy in this situation because even if your family's still in your life, you have scarring, wounding, around abandonment. So this says, I feel abandoned. I often feel like others let me down. So you might be feeling unappreciated in your life at the moment, especially when it comes to family. It might be one of those things where because it's family, you feel like you have to be there for them, but it makes you very unhappy. But the 1st of September or the 9th of January, number 10, union. Number 11, I'm assessing past life wisdom. It's helping me understand things with a new perspective. And number 5, please don't give up on me. I'm trying to change, but it takes time. So I think, and number 2 on the bottom, there are subconscious fears affecting our ability to attract love and abundance. The universe is helping us make them conscious so we can easily attract what we want, including each other. So I think if this is you, I think that you have someone heavily on your mind, someone that you love and that you feel a deep connection to. But for whatever reason, there is karmic ties keeping you from moving towards this person. And to me, it looks very much about the fact that you put on this front that you're happy, that everything's fine, that you're easygoing, you have no, like you just go with the flow, let things go, you know, Mr. Positive, Mrs. Positive, but really you have this deep unhappiness because not just because you're not with the person you love, but because the people that you hold dear to you, that you surround yourself with, you feel kind of manipulated by. I just heard, just used. I'm seeing that purple card that's like gold digger. You're being used for your money, but not just money. It's finances could be a big part of it. But over your whole life, especially your childhood, those formative years where you're learning what love means and what's right from wrong and what your soul is craving but that you're not getting, those are the things that, with your parents, for instance, mother and father issues, those are things that create abandonment issues. And you might be feeling very stuck in your life right now. August might be a big month for you to clear karmic ties. And as well, if you've got these karmic ties to parents, siblings, friends, but then you hurt the person that has the key to your heart because you took out your issues on that person instead of directing it at the people that deserve your anger and pain, you're going over that as well. Your abandonment issues caused by your parents and any other situations where throughout your life you feel like you've been there for people and then you've been abandoned after you've helped them, you then took that scarring out on this person who loved you, that you loved back, which is why I think you're going over. You might be beating yourself up, sitting in regret and remorse over how you treated this person. You might be getting flooded with memories of all the horrible things you said to them or did to them. And you know that it's because of your wounding from your past, but you still know that that's not an excuse for treating someone you love badly. So it's like you're looking at this thinking, I really hope this person can forgive me because I realized I was acting out of fear, out of ego, out of wounding. I think at the moment you feel very stuck in this karmic loop. And because it's family, that's a tough one to break because you're constantly torn between, I want to take off because I know that being around family keeps me stuck in life, but then the guilt kind of gets to you. The guilt where you have to take care of your parents in their old age, or if your siblings ring you asking for help, you always have to go and fix things, and it's like you feel guilty if you don't do that. But at what point will you decide to make your life your own instead of it being dictated by all these people that constantly pull on you for help under the guise that we're family and you help family when they need it? So August is a big month for you. All right, let's get into it. Let's clarify your current situation. Okay, clarify what's going on. Souls of balance. And I'm looking at that heart rock as well. Seek equilibrium in love and career. Harmonizing your inner scale. Oh no, sorry, that says scales of balance. So this is connected to TikTok's reading because that was a lot about balance. Harmonizing your inner scale to weigh decisions with both heart and mind. So I think as well, there might be a situation that you're going over in your mind about not just a love situation, but career as well. And maybe that all ties in together. One last move. You have come far on your journey. Keep going and you will soon see what you have accomplished. So as well, if you're sitting in regret and remorse over how you treated someone, there's also an element of you've actually been, whether you're aware of it or not, you've actually been clearing a lot out of your system. You have, even if you've had to learn some really hard lessons since you've separated from this person, I think you have been very aware and conscious of the things that you do negatively that impact your behavior because of your wounding, and you've actually consciously been working on those things. So let's say, for instance, you have anger issues and you know that you let things bottle up and you act so cool, calm and collected, but then that one last thing, the straw that breaks the camel's back, your temper gets out of control and you do not like that side of yourself. So you've actively been working on that eruptive side because you know that it comes from a place of misdirected anger. That anger really should be towards your parents, not towards someone that you say you love and want to care for. And I think, to me, I feel like you've actually taken a lot of steps to work on those issues. I don't think that you realize how much work you've done though. I think, as it says, you soon will see what you have accomplished. So maybe there's a test coming here. Pathfinder, trust your inner compass to illuminate your path through love and career. Again, it's love and career. These things are intertwined. And when I'm looking at that compass, it's making me think that you want to travel, or there's travel involved, or moving from east to west. You might be wanting to move from east to west, but trust your inner compass to illuminate your path through love and career, revealing the direction your soul wishes to explore. So I think it might even be that you want to, okay, so let's say, for instance, you live on the East Coast and you want to move to the West Coast, and there's plenty of work on the West Coast for you. So it wouldn't just be about moving for love, it'd be because there's career there as well. Does that make sense? I feel like these are things that you're mulling over in your head, because this is to clarify what you're thinking of right now. Crystal of clarity. So while you're balancing the scales in your life and balancing the scales of karma in your life, it's also creating clarity for you. This is crystal of clarity. Illuminate your path with openness and insight. I think you've gained a lot of wisdom and insight in this separation too, about all aspects of life and all the decisions that have led you to this point. Readying yourself for a newfound understanding of content. So knowing as well that when you harmonize things, that there will be contentment in your life. You won't have this chaos and upset. Maybe that's what your life has been up until now. One last move. Labyrinth of choices. So you're going over the choices that you have, especially if there's travel involved here. And when it comes to work, take love out of it. What are your choices? What are your options? Are you looking into options to move, to change careers, to change jobs. You might even like what you already do, but if you want to moving with your career to work opportunities in a faraway land, I just heard, weird. But chart your course through the perplexing labyrinth of choices, embracing each turn as part of your complex journey. And again, that's making me think of the compass, your journey. I think you're about to embark on a new journey. Maybe August is a pivotal point for that. Pathfinder. Revelations await. So I think you're on the cusp of having a revelation that this move is something you want to do. Embrace the mystery. Embark on a journey of discovery and watch as secrets unveil before you. So I think that things that you're mulling over in your head, something's about to give you real clarity on a decision that you need to make. Not just need to make, but want to make. And again, if you have karmic ties around family or and close friends, for instance, and job situation, that might be why you're feeling stuck right now. But it's almost like a moment in August is going to create this clarity for you where you're like, I need a fresh start, and maybe moving away is that fresh start. Duality dance, seek balance. Again, balance is heavy here. Seek balance amid the chaos and find harmony within yourself. So it might feel like chaos to you moving, for instance, but the chaos that you have around you now with family, friends, work, isn't serving you. So if you were to move or change careers, whatever the situation is, change jobs, whatever this move is, whatever this new path is that you should follow on your journey, it's about finding the balance so that you don't feel off balance when you make these choices for yourself. All right, so let's get a little bit more about August for you. What is actually coming, what's coming out for you for August? Boundaries respected. The other person respects your personal space and boundaries. So I think you actually need to set boundaries with the people in your life. I think those karmic ties are people that take from you, that use the fact they're family or close friends as a way to keep you trapped in your current situation. That's why you're in the mindset where you're trying to figure out how to escape this situation, but really you can leave anytime you want. No one's making you stay. If they guilt or manipulate you to stay, it's up to you to see through that and make the choice to walk away. Because if people won't respect your boundaries, then you have to walk away from the situation. Unspoken tension. So I think there's a lot of tension building up for you because you have not spoken your truth to these people, especially if, again, whether it's love, career, or both, if they don't like the person you love or they wouldn't like your decision to go back towards this past person, or move away for work, it's like you're holding on to it because you know that it's going to create problems for you because these people don't respect your boundaries. So the tension's lurking there, but it's going to build and build and build and it's going to explode. So it's actually about you needing to set these boundaries and say, this is my life, this is what I'm going to do, lump it or leave it, but I'm doing it anyway. Instead of it being unspoken tensions, you need to speak on these things that you want. And it's like, well, hey, this is what I want. I'm not asking for permission, I'm telling you. And these are my boundaries, you have to respect them. Drifting apart, so yeah, moving away from these people. The connection between you and someone is fading. So again, this is speaking up about your wants and needs in life and where you think you want to go for your own happiness. And I think it's going to cause you to drift apart from these people. And I think it's a hard thing for you to fathom because it's family, because it's close friends. But again, It's your journey. It's your path to follow. It's your happiness to get. Boundaries respected. Boundaries respected. New alliances. So I think there might even be, so you're going to have karmic ties that keep you bound to the life that you're in now that makes you unhappy. But you also have alliances, people that actually want to see you succeed. They want to see you happy. Even if it's one friend that you know has your back no matter what, that you can talk to, and that they will support your decision to go towards this love, to go towards this new career, especially if it's a big move that you need to make. But these new alliances will bring you support and opportunity. So it could be a new connection in your life, or an old connection. Maybe there's someone you haven't spoken to in a while that you have a lot of love for, and then when you reach out and speak to them, they're going to be so supportive of these decisions you want to make. And that one person supporting you can give you the courage to make that move over all the people, the naysayers. Unspoken tensions. This person might even say to you, if these people can't respect your boundaries, you need to move away from them. But authentic vibes, you need to step into your authentic self. You find someone who resonates with your authentic vibes. See, new alliances, someone that is going to be supportive of these decisions, not put doubts in your mind. Drifting apart. And as well, the person that the person that resonates with your authentic vibe is the person that you love. And they've seen that authentic side of you. So as well, if these people that are the naysayers have, and let's be honest, if they can say negative things about your person, it means you've said negative things about them. And also you've allowed negative things to be said about them. So that's something you should reflect on too. You can, if you know you love this person, want to go towards them, you need to protect them from those negative opinions as well. Drifting apart. I just heard outgrowing these people as well. Adventure awaits. To confirm drifting apart. You were drifting apart from these people, family, close friends, because you have an adventure awaiting. That compass is your adventure. It's your pathfinder. It's you moving towards what you want, career and the person that you love. An unknown adventure awaits in the relationship. So let's say, for example, this love is at a distance and you have to move to be with them. That is an adventure. You might not have all the answers straight away, but making that move could completely change your life for the better. And maybe it didn't work out in the past because it wasn't meant to, but endings bring new beginnings. Clearing the air, perfect. So this adventure of you moving towards this person isn't just about love, it's also about career. But you need to clear the air with this person. Clearing up misunderstandings through communication. You need to communicate. It might even be that I'm hearing it. So if you move, you might decide to move and get yourself set up in this new location before you reach out to this person, because regardless of how they receive you, you might want to be in a good settled position before you reach out to them too. So that might require you making the decision to move, getting yourself set up in the new location, settling into your new job, and then reaching out to them and shocking them with the fact that you've moved. But to have this new adventure, to go on this new adventure in this new relationship, because even though it's a past person, you will be starting a new story together. It's a new adventure together. But to do that, you have to clear the air. So what is blocking you right now? What could the blocks be in the month of August, if there are any, for you moving forward? I heard family, but that's obvious. Not being you, so not acting yourself. Again, be your authentic self. You were trying to project a perfect image, but it's not really you. Be yourself. That might even be the impression you try to give this person when you go in to communicate with them. No one that really loves you expects you to be perfect, but it's also they will want to clear the air and also see changes in you, especially if you hurt this person in the past, which you did, because you're saying you're sorry and that you hope they'll forgive you. Giving too much to the wrong people. You need balance of give and take. And I want to say as well, in the TikTok reading, the situation was that if this is the masculine I'm speaking to, you took from your feminine till they had nothing left to give, but you give so much to everyone else who uses you. It's about giving to the right people. So you're giving too much. Sorry, and I just realised in that first deck there was a stack of rocks. The very first card was a stack of rocks, and now you've got stack of rocks again. So there's something about building something. So maybe you're in construction. That might be your career, construction. But you were depleted because you give too much, but to the wrong people. You need a balance of give and take. So if this person gave so much to you and all you did was deplete them, you might want to approach them in a, like, you need to be more selfish was the card. As in, you want to give to this person instead of depleting your energy on these broken cups that you need to move away from. And you're not being yourself. You're not being your authentic self when you're around these people. Procrastinate. So you're procrastinating this move. Not just move as in not the physical move, but procrastinating communication with this person. So I think that's something that it could potentially block you in the month of August if you don't try to push past it. Okay, so I want to get the energy around you for the month of August. What is the energy around this collective for the month of August? Yes, see, I told you, I saw that card, gold digger. You were being used, they want your money being used. I think it's money and just being used in general. Being the person that your family goes to clean up their messes all the time, to get them out of debt, to whatever. You're always their go-to person, and they use the fact that they're family to abuse that. They abuse that power and they use you for it, and you feel so depleted because you give so much and you're not happy. You're not happy in this current situation. But a lost loved one watches over you. Your angels are trying to guide you towards breaking free from this connection. I think August, there's going to be a pulling on your energy from these people because they're going to start to feel the energy of you pulling away or making decisions. Even if they don't know in the front of their mind that you're leaving, they'll feel an energy of you pulling away and they will try to latch on even harder. So be aware of that. Your angels are trying to guide you away from this. And if it is a lost family member that's your guardian angel, you got to remember too, your ancestors, even though they're family, they can still see if the family is abusing the situation or if they're not good for you. So they will still guide you away from your own family, even though they too were part of that family. Are you following? So say, for instance, it's a grandparent that's watching over you, a lost loved one watches over you, and they are your guardian angel. That could even be your mother's mum watching over you, and they can see that their own daughter is keeping their child trapped in this lifestyle, and they're trying to guide you away from them. It's not because there's anything wrong with moving away from family or that you shouldn't feel guilty about it. Your intuition is telling you to do this. This is the energy around you for the month of August. Your angels are trying to get you away from these people that are using you, your family, close friends. The red flags you ignore will come back to bite later. If you keep procrastinating and you keep letting guilt or letting them manipulate you, even though you're fully aware that that's what they're doing, but you keep letting it happen because for whatever reason, they can do no wrong in your eyes because it's a mother or a best friend or something, but your happiness is important too. You deserve love too. Your intuition is telling you, is guiding you. Your angels are guiding you to leave this situation. So trust it. Follow that feeling. And I want to say as well, maybe keep it quiet. Don't tell these people your plans. Especially if they're going to start to try and like fiddle with the energy a bit. But health issues could arise. This could be affecting your mental health, but you also could have been guided a lot in the last however long you've been in separation for to work on your physical health, but also get mental help, as in go to therapy, especially if, because I did mention rage, so maybe anger issues are something that you need some help with, some guidance with. Communicate. So I think that there is going to be a situation here where these people that have been using you, family and close friends, or even if it's in a workplace situation, they're going to try and compromise, forgive and work it out with you, but it's a manipulative tactic. Do not fall for it. These people will they'll come in wanting to compromise, they'll want to work it out with you to keep you to stay. But it's a temporary thing. It's a manipulation tactic, so they will only do things a certain way, your way, for a little bit to keep you from leaving, and then things will go back to how they always were. So please be aware of that. Keep trusting your intuition. Spy. So I think your intuition is also telling you that people are checking in on you that don't have good intentions, because this is the red flags you ignore will come back to bite you later. Someone's got their eye on you. You are doing your research. You might think that your love interest, for example, is spying on you, but I'm actually seeing this as for the month of August, you have a lot of eyes on you, these people that use you. And I think they're going to try and manipulate you into not making these moves, even if it's just to communicate with this person that you want to be with. You might not be planning to actually move in the month of August, but actually contacting this person that you love and want to be with and clearing the air to start a new adventure. Maybe don't tell anyone close to you, because I have a feeling that these people really they might even be looking in on your person to see if there's been any kind of contact. Not that looking on people's social media will tell them that, but just be very careful. But a plane, so travel, honeymoon phase, attending someone's wedding. So you could be attending someone's wedding, and that might bring up a lot of love feelings that make you miss this person. But as well, if you're connecting with this person again, communicating with them, clearing the air, it could start a new, if it's starting a new adventure with them, it's like that honeymoon phase again, like the excitement of a new relationship, but it's a past person. Okay, so let's see what kind of action you're going to take in the month. Actually, at first I want to get how you view this person that you love. Union. Union tried to come out. Well, it did come out. All right, so how do you view this person that you want to go towards? Yeah, that was on the bottom under Union, if you saw it. Action. 3, 2, 1, action. So you could see this person as a mother. They could already be a mother. And again, I feel like this could be tied to the TikTok reading, because that was the feminine. And I was saying in that reading a lot that she could already be a mother, or you just see her as the mother of your children. You want to have a family with this person, but as well, I was saying this is expectations. The expectation will be on you to take action and show through time and action and persistence that you're willing to work on this and do the work. And even with those building the stones, you're willing to do the work. You're willing to put in the work to make it work with this person. But I think you also see this person as very nurturing, warm, and very grounded and beautiful. Yeah, you see them as your divine feminine. You see them as compassionate, nurturing, very receptive energy. They're meant to receive. The masculine gives and the feminine receives. So again, that ties into, and they look so happy and beautiful. So I think you view your person as being so content, happy, beautiful, sitting in their power. For that to come out under expecting too as well. Divine feminine, I think of the Empress in tarot, and the Empress is a mother. She's very compassionate, very nurturing, and she has a lot of time for the people that she loves, and she has a lot to give just with her own pure-hearted energy. But she knows her worth. This is very nice for how you see them. You might want to surprise them. Before, when I said about how if you want to move towards them, say if there's distance, I think there's an element of you moving here. You might want to go to that location, start your job, get yourself set up before you approach them. So you might not want them to know yet that you're moving, because you want to get yourself set up so that when you go towards them, you actually are already set up and you are able to offer them something solid. So you might open up the lines of communication, for instance, in the month of August, but you might secretly plan to move and not express that to them straight away, because you want to make sure that you're fully set up and have something to offer them, and you're already secured in your job before you make anything permanent with them, because you want to say, hey, I'm actually already in your town and I want to date properly, and I want to show you that I'm in this for life. Like, I want to prove myself to you. Because that unexpected is almost like you show up and surprise them and they're caught off guard. But I don't think it's a negative thing. I'm hearing that knock on the door. I think you want to surprise this person. Breathe. And that's under expecting. So I think as well, you see this, and I'm seeing a lot of soft colors here. I think you see this person as very soft and pure-hearted, and not soft in a negative way, just like, I'm just picturing that soft feminine, like I'm almost thinking of a mermaid, you know what I mean? These soft, warm colors. But this person, I think, creates stillness in you, especially if you've always had chaos your whole life. I'm also seeing someone who calms you down, balances you out. This person also might really work on their breath work in general. They might use that as a tool for themselves to calm themselves down. But even this row here just feels very like warm and inviting, and I'm seeing someone walking into a room and just going, and just like jumping on the couch and just feeling so relaxed. I think that's what this person does for you. Divine feminine, compassionate, nurture, beautiful, beautiful energy. Missing you, so you miss them. But I think maybe you might even be picking up that they're missing you. Talking to the moon, longing, reminiscing. I think you're really reminiscing over this person's compassionate nature, their beauty. They've all got little flowers in their hair too, so something, maybe a memory around flowers, a garden, but there is longing. I think you're longing for this person too. You might be talking to the moon or talking to your guardian angels. I think you're heavily reminiscing over memories right now, and perhaps there is a memory around flowers in this divine feminine, unexpected. And I think you wonder if they miss you too. I'll get into how they feel about you as well. Balance, masculine and feminine, so yin yang. So again, you've got divine feminine and you've got this yin yang, which is twin flames, masculine, feminine, yin. You're the yin to their yang, vice versa. This person balances you out, and I think you feel that you can also balance them out. So say if you're more of a happy-go-lucky person and they're more serious, They calm you down and make you think things over a bit more if you're quite impulsive, and then maybe you could bring out their more spontaneous side and their more fun, silly side. Does that make sense? But transformation, there is a big change happening here, and I think you've seen a change in them, but you're transforming. I think you're in preparation mode to go towards them. The song was Into You, Baby, so I think this feminine is into you, but yeah, 555. There is, five's important here, so I think there is a big change coming in you, in them, and the universe orchestrating this divine timing moment where you can reach out to this person. So I think August is a big month for you. Okay, so what is your next action? What is your next action for the month of August, please? Lightning. So I think that this is going to happen quite quickly. I think you've been transforming over some time. You've been changing a lot over this time, but I think there's going to be a moment that either is going to shock you into reaching out to this person, or you're just going to decide today's the day and do it. I'm seeing you just having this epiphany and realizing that it's now or never, and you're just going to take the leap of faith. And I'm also hearing there might just be some shocking news that you receive that just gives you that boot up your bum as well to move towards this person. Love call. I saw it in my head. I actually even thought it was going to be the first card to come out. Love call. So this lightning bolt is going to just hit you, and you're just going to be like, nah, I'm going to call, or you're going to text or email, whatever it is. This lightning bolt, this shocking news or sudden change is going to create an epiphany in you, and you're just going to go towards your person. You're going to reach out to them. You're going to this is someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know, I think you want to go towards this person. Let them know you've been thinking of them, that you want to clear the air, that you want a new beginning with them. You might not say it exactly like that, but you know what I mean. I don't think you know this yet, as in, I think you know you want to be with this person, but I don't think you know yet that you're going to do this, take this action. But heart with a key, and I said it in the beginning, the person that has the key to your heart, welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart. And one of the cards in the beginning was open your heart. It will help you attract more love. Getting together, perfect. You want to get together with this person. So again, if there's distance, there might even be some trips for you to go see this person. That's taking action. That's showing this person through action that you're willing to put in the work here. I think this is all being lined up very nicely for you to take this chance. And whatever this lightning bolt is, it's going to cause you to make this leap, take this leap of faith. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So if anything's it's that procrastination. And the procrastination comes from fear of rejection and replaying. It's that, I'm sorry I hurt you, I hope you'll forgive me someday. That whole, you're replaying the ways you hurt this person over in your head, 333. And so it might cause you to procrastinate, but I think that's maybe why right now you might even be watching this thinking, oh, I don't think I'm ready to reach out yet, but something's going to happen that's going to make you do it in the month of August. All right, let's confirm lightning. That was self-indulgence that flipped over, so that might be another thing that you've been really working on, your self-worth. Yeah, love. So something about this person that you love is going to create some kind of sudden urge, a surge of energy to just go, I'm going to do this now. Unconditional love, self-love, again, working on your self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. That's a part of this epiphany you're going to have to rush towards this person. And it's not even rushing as in like one day suddenly you go, oh, I love this person, I'm going to go back to them. They've always been on your mind, but you might have had reasons why you couldn't move forward, but something's going to change. Love call confirmed by wedding rings. I think you want to express to this person that you want to marry them, that you believe that you're a deep soul connection and that you want a real commitment with them. This isn't just I'm thinking of you and letting you know. This is a deep love. Like, I know that I'm meant to be with you and I want to make this eternal. I want to share this love with you. For that to confirm love call, that's very strong. Because wedding rings is union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. You want to make promises to this person, but not just make them, but keep them. Especially when it comes to taking action. Heart with a key. Passion. How much passion you have for this person. The insane chemistry you two share. I think you just want to have fun with this person again. I think the only thing that we might be overplaying as well in your head is that you don't want to come in too light, because then you don't want them to think that you are coming in impulsively and that your feelings aren't real. You want this person, you want to have fun with this person, but you don't want to come in too light-hearted that they think that you're just flirting and it's no more than that. To set. Two for that. Ascending, transcending obstacles, your family and close friends. Learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. I think August is a big month for you. I think you're going to go towards this person and really express your love for them and want to clear the air. Talk about how much you've gone through since them and all the lessons you've learned and how much you want to give to them, and know that they didn't deserve how you treated them or how people in your life was treating them or spoke about them. How you realize now that you didn't want it to be over, even if that was the impression you left them with, that there was no second chances and the relationship was over, but that in this time you have grown, you have transformed your life, that you want to face any obstacles that you have together, and that you're not going to let these people's negative opinions of them affect the connection anymore. You're going to be strong and protect this person. Unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. I think this is going to have a good result, but I want to get how this person views you. And I think in the past you might have even really thought it was the Grim Reaper. There was no going back, that you were done with this relationship too. But again, through the lessons that you've been forced to go through, you've learned and transformed and realized how much this person actually means to you, that they haven't left your mind, that you still love them and you want to go towards them, and that it isn't over. How does this person view this collective? 5D, so they might believe that you're already connected in the 5D. They might believe that this is a spiritual connection too. But they think you're an avoidant, which you have been. You have been avoiding them and you have been avoiding the connection, so they're not wrong. And if they are the divine feminine, they are quite tapped in. So I think that they believe that this connection is spiritual, but that you have been avoiding it. Solar plexus, willpower, strength, and confidence. So I think as well, they see you as and sunflowers makes me think of the sun card in tarot, and that's Leo. So you might be a Leo. But as well, solar plexus are here, and that's also about, they might see you, because this is how they see you, remember, as a very confident, sunny person. I'm actually seeing this person as viewing you as lighting up their life, which is very nice, that you sparkle. That's beautiful. They think that I just heard are a star. So you could be in the limelight, but it just in general, your energy, your warmth, they just think you're magical. You radiate, when you're with them, they feel you radiating that love, that beautiful energy. That's nice. Soulmates. I guess you wonder where I've been. That was the lyrics. But soulmates to confirm 5D. So that just confirms what I was already saying, is that this person knows this is a spiritual connection. They know that you have mad compatibility, that the romantic bond is irreplaceable. That what you two have, the chemistry, the connection you two share is irreplaceable. It's unmatched, and they know that. They know it's a spiritual connection. It's just that you have avoidant tendencies, and I think you're aware of that. Like running when things get hard. Age gap. So I think that they see your avoidance as your emotional immaturity. You might not have had as many tests in love as they've had, or experienced. Your experiences might vary and be quite different. So the lessons that they had learnt in life when they met you, you hadn't learnt those things yet. So say, for instance, when you run when things get hard, whereas this person's experience might be when things get hard, you work even harder at it. And that might be their codependency playing up there. But I think that your emotional immaturity in the connection in the past is what they put down to your avoidant tendencies. And those are things you developed, again, because of your parents. They got divine feminine under solar plexus. Wow. So they might even see you as in your feminine energy, which that's not a if you're, say for instance, I'm speaking to a male and you consider yourself a divine masculine, they might feel like you had a lot of warmth, a lot of confidence. You can be quite supportive, quite complimentary to people that you love and care about, and you like to boost other people's confidence. I think it was your masculine that was wounded though. So I think this person sees you as quite beautiful in the sense of your warmth and the love that you give and the care and the nurturing side of you. They got to see that side. That is part of your authentic self, and they got to see that. But then when you would go into that immature avoidant energy, that was your wounded masculine. So I think the nurturing divine, the feminine part of your the feminine energy may have been developed and beautiful and very 1414, look that up. They saw that side of you, but when it came to the taking charge and protecting them and not letting people get in your ear and letting people's opinions affect the relationship and running away, that's all wounded masculine. That's all avoidant, wounded masculine. Let me get this card that fell. Okay, so that was Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So you could be one of those signs, but I see this as well as grounding. They might feel like as well that your sparkle might have affected this connection in that your ego craved a lot of attention, and that's not all bad. Wanting attention isn't negative, but your need to get attention, it's almost like I'm seeing someone that needs, like the attention that your person gave you wasn't enough. You still sought outside validation. And I think that made your person feel very ungrounded. And they felt like it's almost like sometimes your sparkle made your ego flare up, like out of control, where you almost treated them badly out of ego. And they felt like that you were kind of arrogant sometimes and needed to ground yourself. You needed to come back down to earth because you were too up here thinking that you're a god or something. That's how I'm seeing that. It's like on one hand, they love that side of you. You radiate, you have so much warmth, and people are just drawn to you. You have that sparkle about you. But then when it gets out of control and your ego takes over and you become arrogant and nasty, that's when they're like, all right, come back down from space, join me back here on earth and be the person that I know you are. So that might be something as well, but let it go on the bottom. I think this person has tried to let go of you, because this is let go of X situations and thoughts. I think this person has worked very hard on trying to let go of the idea of you, because they don't, especially if you left them with the impression that this was over, there was no second chances. So that also might shock them when you reach out to them, because they really didn't think that you would ever come back, and they've tried to get on with their life with that thought process. Okay, so that's how they see you. So let's get the potential of this connection, the potential future of this connection, please. What is the potential of this connection, please? And then I'll get a spirit animal for you both, what your current energy is and what their current energy is. The World, that's good. I'm seeing you as seeing this person as your whole world, but completion. You're closing out this chapter of your life that you're in right now with these people, family and friends and job. You're closing out the cycle, and I think you see the potential future with this person as being an achievement, and it is. It's something to be proud of. And as well with that World, that's a travel card as well, especially because I saw that that's a globe, one of those spinning globes you can get. So there is travel here. And you also might, the Three of Swords. So completing the heartbreak from the past, and that's about clearing the air. And remember that card as well, adventure awaits. So you might want to travel with this person too. You two might want to travel the world together. But there's healing to be done here from this past heartbreak and pain. The grief of the separation, the sorrow that it caused, the trauma that it caused, all that stuff. The potential of this is to close out that cycle. And that's 3-3 as well, because the World is 21 and the Three of Swords. So 2 + 1 is 3, so 3-3. I'm actually seeing that Three of Swords as a positive, because you're actually healing the pain that's been caused. I knew it. I should have said it. I've got to start doing that. 3-3-3. And that was on the timer before as well. You want to work on this with them. The potential of this is working together. The Three of Pentacles is working together. It's collaborating. And it's also about work. So again, I think this love situation and this career situation is all tied in together. You're manifesting this. This is teamwork. This is collaboration. It's putting in the effort. It's setting goals and reaching them. So not only is the goal to be with this person, but you might have a goal as far as actually pursuing a career in this move. And that's also Earth. It's about grounding the connection. I think the potential of this is healing out the past wounds, the past pain, completing that cycle, closing it out so you can create space for a new beginning, achieving these things together, achieving happiness together, putting in the effort together to pursue these goals together. 3 of Cups, 3-3-3-3. Maybe the 3rd of August is significant, but celebrations, friendships, reunions, reunion with this person. You are completing a cycle. You are closing a cycle so that you can have reunion with this person and celebrate. Again, having fun together again, traveling. I can't get over how many 3s are here. 17, the Star. So you're going from 3 of Swords, which is all about sorrow and trauma and a heartbreak, to the Star, which is hope and healing. The potential of this connection is healing this 3 of Swords, healing this heartbreak. I think you're going to feel so inspired as well with this person. There's going to be so much positivity, and it's going to create a wish come true. It's going to create a miracle here. 3 of Wands, another 3, guys. 3, 3, 3, 3, and the world equals 3. This is insane. 3 of Wands, so much passion here. This will be not just working together, but looking ahead for the future. This is another card of travel with the 3 of Wands here. Confidence and growth, foresight. The High Priestess on the bottom. Again, trust your intuition because it is guiding you to this beautiful new beginning. Not only are you going to have a passionate new beginning in love, but also career. The potential future of this is closing out your old life and the old heartbreak to start something beautiful where you can have fun together, travel together, start new goals in career and new goals to create a family together and to follow career goals. Following your intuition with confidence and continuing to grow together. Putting in plan, and that's a card, he's at the beach, so there might be a lot of memories around water. But looking ahead, planning for the future, if there is a big move involved here, which I think there is, there's a lot coming out about travel here. Trust your intuition here. There's things hidden that you might not know yet, but your intuition is guiding you towards this. Very nice. 3, 3, 3 is very important here. Okay, so let's get your spirit animal. What is your current energy, please? What is your current energy, please? The rabbit. Okay. I think that's because you're afraid right now. You have fear of the unknown. But this whole message is about trusting your intuition. Rabbit. Afraid of everything, overwhelmed, frozen. So this is your current energy. You're kind of procrastinating because it's your fear of rejection. It's your fear of how your family and friends are going to react. It's just you're thinking of the worst case scenario instead of thinking of how much you have to gain from this. The rabbit loves to remind his friends that someday the eagle will swoop down and eat him. He talks and talks and talks about it so loudly, in fact, that one day the eagle hears and thanks him for the great idea. If you keep thinking it's going to be the worst case scenario, then that's what you will manifest. So try to be more positive. It might not even be that you're talking about all the negatives to people. You could be doing that, but it might just be in your own mind. You keep talking yourself out of making positive changes because you're scared of not knowing what's on the other side. It's like you're used to being miserable, so you're comfortable in that. Rabbit energy is alive when we are scared, most often about the future, and we become our own worst enemy. We spin up a dust cloud of fear and then complain to others that we are lost. Notice your thoughts and words, O rabbit. They shape your destiny. When in balance, sensitive, problem solver, and good listener. When out of balance, over explains and talks fast. To bring into balance, a day of silence. Allow yourself to just sit with these decisions and think, instead of thinking, what if it all goes wrong? What if it all goes right? I think there's a lot about tapping into your courage here. All right, what is your person's energy right now? The person you want to move towards, what is their energy right now? And remember, they see you as radiating. They see you as so warm and beautiful. It's just that your arrogance got in the way here. Your ego caused too many problems here. Your avoidant tendencies. But other than that, they just have so much love for you. You got, oh my God. If you watch me, you know how much I love the deer. Again, this person might already be a mother, but I think you really see this person as you do see them as your divine feminine. You see them as so warm and loving. And the bear, very protective, mother, protective of her cubs. And she could be an earth sign too, because these are both earth sign. Let me find the page. So I think this person really is in a new beginning energy. So even if they might have had resentment or anger towards you in the past for how you treated them, I think they're now sitting in more of like a forgiving, nurturing, compassionate, which they always were, but obviously naturally someone that feels like they've been taken advantage of and treated badly will have anger and resentment, but they might have come back around now to be more receptive to your apology, as long as you're willing to put the action in. But waking from spiritual slumber, or waking from spiritual slumber, beginning anew. After a long winter, so this could be, it's been a long separation too. The bear arises from deep slumber. At first, the movement and effort are difficult, but the bear knows it's time to awaken and move toward the dawning light. The bear card represents an individual on the cusp of new directions and personal transformation. The initial weeks and months of this spiritual quest may feel tricky, cumbersome, and full of obstacles, but you have no choice, bear. Winter wanes, the warmth of spring emerges, and your transformation begins. When in balance, inner strength and yearning to grow. When out of balance, withdrawal, lethargy, and heaviness. To bring into balance, movement and exercise. This person probably went through a lot of inner turmoil after the separation of this, especially if you treated them not very well, abandoned them, made them feel worthless. So they would have had to, they probably did go into isolation for a while, but they've come out of that isolation now. Deer. I love the deer so much. It's seriously my favorite card here. Loving and mother bear. When that mama bear comes out, she's very protective. Loving, intuitive, graceful, the mother. The deer represents the feminine aspects of earth energy. This energy is available to all creatures, regardless of gender, but is especially potent in new parents. During the first few days, they are fully present, nurturing, and calm. Their inner beauty radiates, and a sense of grace calms the room. A deer personality affects others in this way, drawing them toward a quiet tenderness. The deer card may appear when a birth or celebration of new life draws near, or when a situation calls for absolute gentleness and compassion. When in balance, receptive, compassionate, and nurturing. When out of balance, concerned and protective. To bring into balance nature and children. That's her current energy. That is beautiful. Very nice. Okay. So I want to get these cards to close this out. Any last messages for this collective before we wrap it up? For the month of August. Any last messages for this collective for the month of August, please? I'll get 4 for the 4 weeks of August. One, two, three, 4. Okay. So we have crown chakra. So trust the messages that you're downloading right now. Trust the guidance that you feel like where you're being guided. Trust that. Triumphant success. Intuition. Trust your intuition. Partnerships and alliances. Number 3. 7, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Take the steps forward. Take the action forward. 3, 2, 1, action. 1, 2, 3, action. And 7 is also a spiritual number. So really allow yourself and the intuition, the guidance that you're getting from your team in your crown chakra, let that guide you. Trust your inner knowing. Trust your inner wisdom. Trust that they're guiding you where you should be. All right, let's get these cards. So crown chakra. Hang on. Okay, so the third eye chakra, crown chakra. Color, violet. Sound, none, or om can be used. Like, when you go om. Element, thought. So the thoughts that you're having are actually intuitive messages that your gut team are giving you. Gland, pineal gland. So that's back here. Keywords, I know. The crown chakra is located at the top of the head and has been called the 1,000-petaled lotus, or the receiver of light. This chakra is the center of your link with the universe, the infinite, and your higher consciousness. It's the connection between wisdom and spiritual insight. Devotion by Justin Bieber. The crown center is the area where ethereal light and energy are received and then dispersed throughout your aura for total well-being. To balance this chakra, I find that meditation, breath work, yoga, spiritual healing, acupuncture, and color therapy work best. When properly aligned, your crown chakra will expand to a point where it's possible to access and tap into the deepest sources of wisdom. Okay, so number 1, triumphant success. That's the Ace of Swords, mental clarity. Trust in the guidance that's been given to you right now. It's the clarity you need to move forward. Triumphant success. The first of the mental cards signifies that new beginnings and exciting challenges may be before you. By utilizing your strength, willpower, and determination and focus, there's the potential for you to reign triumphant in many areas of your life. In traditional tarot, this card represents the Ace of Swords, and since a sword is double-edged, it can cut through all the barriers that hold you back if it's done constructively and with precision. If you're rash or use it in a destructive way, it could be harmful to yourself and others. Always pause and think before you act. This card is a reminder to vanquish negative thoughts from your mind, strengthen and tap into your mental powers, and use clarity with control in order to initiate new ways of thinking. This is all exactly what this whole message has been about. Trust your intuition. Okay, number 2, intuition. Intuition is the language of the soul. When this card shows up in a reading, it's a clear message that it's time for you to use your intuition. Just give it a chance and you'll quickly notice how it might be trying to get your attention. With so much information in this world vying for your every thought, it's easy to ignore or fail to acknowledge your insights. Synchronicities and so-called coincidences are powerful signs that intuition is knocking on your door. Have you heard a phrase or saying repeated by more than one person today? Do the same numbers keep showing up in your life? 3333. Has someone mentioned the name of a specific individual who you were just thinking of? These are all signals for you to pause, be open, and pay attention. This is a perfect time to seek the answers from within. Turn inward where you'll find the solutions and valuable insights that are waiting to assist you. When you learn to use and trust your intuition, you'll begin to have a sense of not only the right timing, but you'll also begin to perceive people and situations with a deeper and more discerning eye. You'll not only observe beneath and beyond what's actually in front of you, you'll see the real deal. That's the High Priestess. That's the second High Priestess you've gotten in this reading. All right, number 3. 3 is important. Partnerships and alliances. Okay, so number 3, partnerships and alliances. The meaning of this card denotes that you're now starting to see the fruits of your labor take seed and blossom if you follow your intuition. There may still be a lot to do, but watch out for synchronicities. Again, 3, which could bring opportunities to form connections or unexpected alliances. You got new alliances, remember? There's someone that you can open up to. Maybe even another person you're at a distance with that you have a lot of love for, that you could get advice from, that you know will be objective. That may create something new. These could assist you in gathering resources for future projects. So maybe even this new alliance will help you with a new job With all partnerships, always remember that there has to be an even exchange of energy. If you give too much was one of the cards as well, whereas your partner gives too little, that's what you did in the past. Your partner gave too much and you gave too little, and then you give too much to all the wrong people and you need to give to this person. It will leave you feeling energetically drained and cause potential disharmony in the union. There must be overall balance with the alliance in order for it to work and blend together for optimum results. So just be careful of being selfish. This card reminds you that success comes in many forms, even from the most unlikely sources. Have an open mind when listening to others. So as well, this unlikely alliance, or just someone that is a friend of yours that has a connection, or could, what did I say before? Something about construction. So say if you're in construction and you have a friend that you know is in construction and they might have connections that could get you work. Things like that, anything like that, just utilize your resources too, any kind of connections you have. And as well, people that aren't connected to your family, or the people that are best friend or whatever that you're trying to move away from. Get outside perspectives. But that's really nice. That really wraps up the whole reading, what the whole reading has been about. All right, well, let's close this off with a divine door. Or two divine doors then. Destiny and patience. Everything soon will come to light, and then you will see things will be all right. So stop being afraid. Destiny, one door closes, closing old cycles, another opens for you. Let the plans of destiny unravel true. So allow yourself to trust the guidance that you're receiving now. Very beautiful reading. I think that August is a very important month for you. 3 is an important number here. And also be very wary of who you're discussing your future plans with. I think that there's your family and whoever this best friend is, or whoever these people are, you need to be very careful about not sharing this with them, because there's something about, in this purple deck, about them trying to manipulate you into basically talking you out of these plans. So just be very careful, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your day.